Man, these fries are just so much better with extra goblin nails. So much crunch and umami. Yeah, jeez, where did you come from? Scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. Oh, you've been sitting there? Wait, how much did you see of me in the fries? Huh. That's awkward. Well, guess I'll pick up where we left off then. So after we failed the vibe check from Obelsix, he gets understandably pissed and tries to throw us in the recycling bin, if you catch my drift. No, not actual recycling, murder. It's a computer joke. No, you know what? Forget it. It's a very specific joke to make. I'll take the L. Anywho, me and all 4 of my brain cells figured out that the projection that he was using is connected to a projector on top of his obelisk. Tower? We'll say tower. So I begin making my way up the tower to handle that issue. Artemis turns into a wolf in an incredibly spontaneous and not at all mulled over decision and begins helping Snøfrid, who had sussed out a coolant pipe and began dismantling it. She changed her mind on the wolf thing like 6 seconds later, but hey, at least the kids got hot. Barnabus and Hesk continue beating the tower up in the meantime, and after a lot of pain on all of our ends, the big guy decides to try his hand at IT work again, and this time it works. And by works I mean completely bricks it, but that's what we wanted this time around. So after I'm brought back to life again, oh yeah, I died again by the way, but I'm better now though, it's fine. But yeah, after I get brought back, Snøfrid takes what's left of Obelsix's core and starts holding on to it for safekeeping. And then starts dropping hot lore about a dead god of memory and sequence and that kind of stuff. Not foreboding at all. Probably not an integral nugget to this campaign, don't worry about it. Anyways, that's enough out of me. I got an appointment with my therapist. 1 near-death experience is enough to talk about, but do forget about it. Remember, mental health, just as important as physical health. The more you know. Ciao, baby!
Welcome to the Jester's Court. My name is Casey Reardon. I am your Dungeon Master, and joining me today, as always, we have Rachel Kordell.
Artemis Alwyn Kroft. Magic.
Magic.
I didn't write something this time, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you set the bar a little too high.
Something?
No.
Oh my god.
It's better than most of mine, I mean.
Speaking of which, we have Andrew Frost.
Oh, jeez, I wasn't expecting you to go me so fast. I play Leo. He climbs things.
I'm dying right now.
We have Seth Coveyou.
Hi, I'm Seth Coveyou, and I play Barnabus Fletch, the boy wizard wonder. You only need to write one thing.
It's true. Consistency is key.
Putting us on blast right now. My God.
Just one thing.
We have Sky Swanson.
Bratha, homemade holistic horseradish Hesk.
Where can I get that?
Down at the corner.
The Hesk Depot.
Over on 3rd and 8th.
Wait, are you implying that Hesk is Triple H?
He spit water through the screen. What the hell?
I'm absolutely verifying that Hesk is played by Triple H.
Oh, hell yeah.
And finally, we have Jonas Tintenseher.
Snøfrid of Åsbrush, the iconic iconoclast.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right,
That was
beautiful.
a lot of syllables.
Iconic class?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay, I know. I heard it.
that's what that.
Heard it and
That's
understood.
what that word actually is. It's not. I know you're thinking of the campaign we ran, but that's a fake word I made up.
No. I'm not referencing something that the audience would not know anything
what?
about.
Why not? We do it every episode.
Almost. All right, so where we last left you all was in the chamber of Obelsix. You decided to take a long rest after defeating them and pulling out their core, saving it in the waters that were right next to it, giving it a little bit more life. And after taking your long rest, or your short rest rather, you all leveled.
Level up.
Yay! So the party is now level 4, but what we do here on RP Jesters is we roll health together. So we'll kind of go through each one of you. You can say what you took, whether you took an ability score increase or a feat, because in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, that's what you get at 4th level. But let's go ahead and start it off with Artemis.
Right. What did I do? Fey Touched. I took Fey Touched, which gives me Misty Step. I get a Wisdom increase, and I also took Hunter's Mark as a first level spell. And then, hit points.
So you got a D8 as a druid.
As a druid, I'm just finding my lucky
All right,
D.
I'm going to let you choose, because I have 2 sets of dice here. Do you want the sparkly one or the swirly one? They're both kind of purple and blue.
Which was the one that gave everyone the good rolls last time, and then you switched
I did
the die
not
to
use
the
either
shit
of these
roll.
dice last
That was the
time.
Moonstone.
Ooh.
That was Moonstone.
Right.
That's hanging above my desk.
Right, yeah, okay. We'll do Sparkles, because I also have Sparkles.
Sparkles! All right.
Sparkles be Sparkles, let's go.
All right.
You ready?
I already rolled mine.
I got an 8!
I got a 1, so congratulations.
Oh, yeah, see, that's how it works.
There you go.
All right, so because we both rolled, Rachel gets to choose the higher one. It makes things a little bit nicer.
The system works.
The system works. All right, Andrew.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Mr. Leo, which one do you want?
I will take the swirly one.
All right. And you are a rogue, so you are also getting a D8.
Yes, I am. I think I'm going to take your roll, Casey.
Why you roll a 1?
I rolled a 1.
I got a 4.
Hey!
I'll take it.
It's better than
I'll
a
take
1.
it. Better than a 1.
Did you take a feat or an ASI boost?
I took a feat.
What feat did you take?
Well, Leo does a lot of dying, so I thought taking alert might be helpful.
Ooh.
And also, plus 13 to initiative is hilarious.
Yeah, so I'm never gonna get anything in this campaign ever again.
You have 14 higher initiative than Hesk.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Maybe I can sprinkle
you'll
some on.
always
Who knows?
beat Hesk, probably.
At least.
Yeah.
If Hesk ever beats you in initiative, Snøfrid, it'll
Dies.
be a slightly
It's a shame
sad
about
day.
those stairs I fell down, huh?
I only have a +3. I just got lucky a couple times.
He took quite
That's true.
the
You rolled a
tumble.
couple nat 20s.
Weird that Snowflake would go near stairs.
I don't like stairs.
Everyone know horses can't climb stairs.
Yeah.
No, they can climb them.
Can't go down.
Barnabus, what'd you take?
I thought I did an ASI, but past me chose a feat.
Ooh.
Oh.
And for whatever reason, they chose telekinetic.
Oh. Okay.
And
That's a feat.
It is.
It
is.
It's a Tasha feat.
Oh,
It gives you
I
an
like
invisible
it.
mage hand and the
Awesome.
ability to force push people.
yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
so great.
That's fun.
That is so silly.
I think it's great. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. We're gonna leave it like
love
that.
it.
Not gonna
It's on the
retcon
character
that
sheet.
one.
There's no erasers. There's no erasers in D&D. Sparkly, Seth, or do you want the swirly?
Aren't those the same?
I have a swirly, so why don't we both do swirlies?
We'll both do swirly. All right, you're rolling a D6 as a wizard.
Yar. I got a 4.
I got a 1.
Hey.
There you go.
So the 4's the average, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right, Snøfrid, what about you?
At level 4, I do get a couple new spells. I also picked up the Warcaster feat because I am a melee wizard.
Nice.
true.
I was considering mobile, and I might go for that later. I also considered skill expert for
So fun.
expertise in technology so that Leo can never best me again. But
It still wouldn't help.
it still
you.
wouldn't help.
Still
I
wouldn't
would just
help.
roll even lower.
Not if I get there first.
I decided to pick the one that gave me fun things to do. And I'm rolling D6. I got my bone die. I don't know why I'm showing it to the camera. No one can see me.
I can see you. I want to see your pretty
I can
dice.
see you.
It's my bone die. It's the ones that my brother got me when I started playing D&D.
Oh, very nice.
Very
I think I have one of
nice.
those. I don't have it here, but
This die is opaque, but my other dice are swirly, so I want the sparkly one.
you want the sparkly one. All right. Let's go ahead and roll that d6 together.
I keep missing my dice tray. I got a 2.
I got a 1, so
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Ow.
You might as well just take
Yeah.
the one, you know?
I mean, you could if you wanted to. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Everyone listening missed Casey's sad face as he waited for Jonas to roll, and I
Yeah.
noticed it.
I was like, ooh.
I think
okay.
I've gained like 5 hit points in 2 levels.
I apologize for not helping you roll better.
For a wizard, it could be worse.
They are a melee wizard.
It's true, but the range of possibility is a lot less than others. So
Casey, you're too busy giving me those fat 6s every
Yeah.
time.
Every time.
Those fat sixes.
I can only give one wizard a 6, so.
There you go.
Hey, you're due for the next one, though, Jonas.
am I?
We'll
The
see.
dice in this
Nah, probably
campaign
not.
don't like me.
That is very fair. They do
That is
not.
verified. You are definitely rolling the worst of any of us.
Hesk, the moment we've all been waiting for. What have you taken?
Well, you might as well call us all this whole party a bunch of freaks, because I also chose a feet. Okay then. Since I am, as we all know, the leader of this party, I chose Inspiring Leader as my feat, which will allow me to give you all temporary hit points, my level plus charisma. If I give you all, I think, a 10-minute speech, which is ridiculous for any speech length.
Just talk real slow.
Yeah, exactly. Change. Good.
Good.
And then you
Good
just
change.
change good. And then you just stare at us for 9 minutes and 50 seconds.
And you just slowly get closer and look into our eyes.
Internalize this lesson.
Actually, I just shake Barnabas for 10 minutes and then set him down.
Change.
You must eat. You're too small.
Too small. So we're gonna more flavor it rather than really being a leader. It's more Hez can give these like little mini sermons about change.
I love that idea.
Hey, let's roll some health.
Do you want sparkly or swirly?
I want swirly, because then I give you those dice.
Yes.
Okay, then roll some swirlies because they got my back. It's a D10. If this is lower than an 8, I'm gonna cry. I got a 4.
I got an 8.
Hey!
No need to cry.
The rich-
Put those tears away.
The rich get richer.
Rich get richer. Yeah.
All right, you know what they say: eat the lizards. They're stupid slurp horseradish.
They brought it back. Slurp, slurp.
I think Seth is the one who brings it up the most.
Without a doubt.
I don't let things go.
This is gonna be a total
That's fair.
slurp episode.
Oh, God.
Slurptastic.
That's how I'm gonna give my inspiring leader. Slurp, slurp, and then everybody gets 7 temporary hit points.
That's pretty
Nice. All right. Well, you have all just finished your rest within this chamber of Obelsix, and throughout the entire time, it's been relatively dark in here. The lights that were shining upon the obelisk itself are still on, so there is some ambient light going on. But something that you've noticed as well is none of the kobolds from outside have done anything. They haven't come in during this entire hour. You haven't heard them talking outside or anything like that.
All right.
So last time we noted that there was some gold in this room.
So, again, it is still extremely dark in here, but if you want during your short rest to have just tried to scout out the room a little bit, basically what happens is eventually you bump into a pile of something, and it sounds like coins. You can't tell the denomination in the darkness, and you walk it back over towards the light where Obelsix is, or where the Obelsix body was. Their soul is pretty much in Snøfrid's pack at the moment. But you bring it over towards the light. You can see that the coinage is all different. It seems to be minted from different eras, going back who knows how long. You're not sure what the deal is with that. You know that Obelsix had said that their mission start was about 300 years ago. However, they also said they weren't given to the kobolds until about a year ago. So it seems slightly strange that there would be coinage that's this old. I will also say that the total amount of gold that you find is about 200 gold pieces.
Friends, I am in need of some gold dust. If perhaps we wish to keep this for analysis, if any of you have coins you're willing to share, I'm sure I can pay you back once we receive payment for one of these many tasks we have taken on.
I mean, why don't we wait to see what we do with it, until... You're not going to grind it up right now, right?
Well, if we're going... I recall, please correct me if I'm wrong, our next move was to return to the other cave and then head back to town. So I do need it there. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if we really have enough between us, so maybe we hold off on that. But in order to secure Obelsix, this is what I require.
I have a question about that, friend.
Please, I love answering questions.
Do the Watchful Eye tend to use the technology that they pick up?
So I don't really know all the inner workings of the organization. There is occasional use of technology deemed to be, that is not too dangerous or can be tamed, but in general it is,
So you don't know?
Well, Inquisitors go out to retrieve and study technology and keep it away from people who would use it for harm. So there is some use, but mostly it just sits in a room and people go in there with, magnifying glasses and poke it every once in a while. It's not a very active community.
Friend, do they take it away from people who would do harm, or just people?
Well, the mission statement is people who would do harm, but yeah, you would be surprised how many people fall under that banner when you are looking for it.
I see. And is it normal to tinker with this?
Oh, no, absolutely not. Please don't tell them.
Oh,
then I must ask you, friend, what is your intention with that? And Barnabas gestures towards the core.
I agree.
Okay, so look, maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but we are fast friends, and I can trust all of you, I hope.
I hope to trust you after the conclusion of this explanation.
I'm with that as well.
Hesk gives a double thumbs up.
You know what? You haven't tried to kill me yet, so you're good in my book for now.
I'm glad, and I will not try to kill you, I promise.
Leo, that's a
appreciate
very low bar, my friend.
Yeah, I know. I'm really not having good luck
It's
with you
true,
guys.
but
Why am I still here?
A lot of people we've met have tried to kill Leo.
Yeah.
So, okay, back in my homeland, in Spear, there is... Before, there was a machine that traveled the length of the continent and could carry people and cargo at great speed. And, in the many years since it has fallen into disrepair, many parts of it are completely gone. But where I come from in my village in Åsbrush, there is a remnant of this machine. There are old mechanisms and engines that, of course, are no longer functioning, but it is no weapon of war. It would be an incredible tool, and I hope one day to perhaps repair it. But the Watchful Eye, of course, they would not be so interested. So it's true, I am an Inquisitor among their ranks, and Snøfrid taps the little pin that is on her, on the strap of her apron. The truth is, I hope to understand these machines better, and perhaps use that knowledge one day to show the Watchful Eye that it is not all so dangerous.
Well, friend, I should start with, just because something isn't built for war doesn't mean that it can't be used as such. A citizen of Arlumus would know this very well.
That's a very good point.
However, I understand your goal, and I think it honorable. I just want you to promise me.
Of course.
Don't take whatever that is to the Watchful Eye.
No, I actually am super not interested in that. Yes.
And I kind of want to stress the idea of maybe not taking back the weapons we found from the water creatures.
I already made that promise, so I don't know if I can promise that one, but certainly I think I have the same worry as you. Yes, do not be afraid. I dislike harming things as much as we have to do it to survive. This, Snøfrid pulls out her code sphere, which is again this like brass sphere, about 5 or so inches in diameter, that is just made up of all these different interlocking levers and parts and plates and buttons and switches, and is like, this I made myself to help with my magic. It is not meant for war as well, but I do understand. Yes.
Can I borrow it? I left my fidget spinner back in Wednesday.
I don't like to let other people
Constant
hold
stimulation.
This core, I think there are many answers we still need, and I believe we can get them from it. But we cannot do that here. That is why I wish to take it to the other chamber. But I promise you, no one will access it but us, and that is why I need the gold dust. Actually, I have these formulas in my research for a spell that could help with such a task, but reagents are very expensive.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
What spell might you be thinking of?
It can hold a container closed, but it needs a sprinkling of gold dust along the rim.
I'm familiar with this spell. I believe it's called Arcane Lock.
You might, yes. I am not a trained wizard myself. I learned from an elf named Amara, who was just a wanderer, so I don't have your formal training on this.
Oh, you know Amara.
Do you know Amara?
No, I do not.
I don't know.
Part of the reason I was sent here by the Watchful Eye is because of Arlumis's demilitarization. But on the ship I sailed on, it was called the Freefall. There was such a machine in the hold that was going to be delivered back to Spear, to the Watchful Eye. And without any warning, without anyone touching it or any source of power I could see, it activated itself and rose. And it would have destroyed the ship if I had not managed to get down there and disable it. I told everyone I just hit it with my stick a lot, but actually I just managed to get into the control panel. But all of this business with spirit stones and these hidden chambers has been very enlightening to me. These machines have gone dormant for so long, and yet something about perhaps Varlumis, or perhaps not, is turning them on again.
Well, I think you're right about that, considering Obelsix said that, this creator was a noble from Windsail.
That's right. Maybe we should get to the bottom of that.
Not a bad idea.
Might I draw our attention back to the fact that no one has actually come in here since we came in here.
Well,
That is odd.
it's their... I mean, it's a big thing, right? Not a lot of people get to come in here, so maybe just being respectful.
Possible.
It's fair.
That's possible.
How are we gonna discuss the, whole Messiah figure getting murdered by us thing?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's kind of, pressing.
We had a couple options.
We could say it broke.
It broke.
I mean...
I think you need to turn it off and turn it on again is what
I have an idea.
Go on.
Our technology was so magnanimous that the obelisk absorbed all it could from it and has ascended and is therefore no longer on this plane. But all of its subjects are to have a grand feast in its honor, and it's to commemorate its ascension.
I think that's a very kind lie to tell. The obelisk is still here, though, and they can see that it has been destroyed.
No, but like the core being of the obelisk is
Okay.
ascended.
Okay. How do we explain, though, that it looks like we fought it?
It was a very violent ascension. I mean,
I love that.
they really toyed with it. If they wanted to go, if they wanted to stay, because they love the kobolds so much. I'm adding more detail than we need to the line. But it was just, come on.
I'm an awful liar, so go ahead. Yeah, I like it.
I mean,
Right.
is there perhaps any kind of illusion or something that we can kind of help to sell what we're doing?
Well, we don't need to make an illusion for the fact that the thing we're talking about is no longer here.
Yeah, but maybe to make it look nicer as we walk away.
So, what are we doing
I
here?
guess we're
I
going
like
with
this
that
idea
lie.
of a lie.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's an idea. I mean, we could also say that the item was cursed and the obelisk was so upset that we thought, oh, you're just trying to fool me now, and ran away.
There was...
Which they'll be pissed, but I mean,
I think anything that we can do to, make it sound like we didn't do something bad in here will help us ultimately.
fair.
Yeah, I agree. I think whatever we do, we have to spin it as a positive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're still just strangers to them that came in and ruined.
Well-
oh no, I'm just saying out loud makes it real. We ruined their god thing.
You are
I mean, we
correct.
also kidnapped one of the villages and kind of held them against their will for a couple of days too.
I
But
think all of that information should be left out. Let's try it. Let's see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we run screaming for our lives through the hills.
Frankly,
I mean,
I don't
if-
want to be here any longer, so I'm good
Yeah.
for anything.
If only we had planned some sort of exit strategy before coming in here.
Nah, shame we didn't think of it.
Yeah, who here can fire a bow? Isn't that Leo? Okay.
I can catapult one of the explosive arrows at it.
Okay then. So whoever's doing the talking, just there'll be a code word
What's
the
the
code
code word?
word?
for Leo to shoot that. Yeah,
I
just
mean,
make it
am I going to be doing the talking here?
How's your persuasion?
My persuasion. Let me see. I'll keep in character voice for this. That's a +2.
Okay then. I have a +3.
you know what? I've been told I'm very persuasive in the right time, so don't worry about it. I'll handle it.
Okay. I say we let Leo take care of it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen?
That
I
works.
gotta-
die again.
We've got 3
Been
options
there.
here. We have a normal tongue, a forked tongue, and a silver tongue.
Nice. Oh, that's great. That's really
a good
good.
guy.
I like
And
where
no
you're going with
tongue.
that, kiddo.
I think that's the title of the
Where's
episode.
your tongue?
many
Artemis.
tongues.
Artemis, wait, hold on,
Speaking
back
of
up.
tongues.
Artemis, where's your tongue?
And then we have a comically long tongue. That's a centaur tongue.
My tongue is normal size, thank you.
Now you got the one of those giraffe tongues.
I
buddy.
don't. Veto.
All right.
Stevie in this chat.
So, I'm going to steer us back on course here a little bit.
Thanks.
Very fair.
So you all make your way towards the door.
Before we leave, I'm gonna dig through the pile of rubble from Obelsix, and just if there's any other intact mechanisms or useful bits of metal scrap, I'm just gonna take those and put them in my bags.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Leo would like to assist with that.
Thank you.
Sure. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
I don't need it for once, baby. That's a 25.
There you go.
So with a 25, you manage to find parts that are intact, but without Obelsix's core as the power source, they're not really going to be able to do anything.
Sure. I'm just hoping to maybe machine or take them apart, use the bits for other stuff.
Yes. So of everything that you had seen Obelsix do, we'll say that you have a piece of it that you didn't see used. That's probably why it's still intact. It's this small coil of wires, almost looking like, for listeners at home and for you, a Tesla coil that could send out a shock outwards.
Cool.
But at the moment, without any power, it cannot do anything. But after searching through the rubble, you make your way towards the door, and pressing your hand up against it and trying to pull inward, the door is unlocked at the moment. And the door creaks open, and outside, you see Garflpax, as well as a few of other guards just standing there waiting. And as you exit, Garflpax is kind of trying to peer into the door, but sees you coming out and sort of stands at attention, not trying to look nosy, but clearly he was a little bit nosy. And he says, "So, how did it go?"
Oh, it's beautiful. I wish you could have been there.
What
did
was
it.
beautiful?
You did it! I mean, sure, we had the last piece, but you guys did it!
Did what? What did we do?
The obelisk, he ascended! He's gone!
He's gone?
The artifact that we gave him apparently was a big deal, because once we gave it to him, he lit up. He was so excited, and, he just shed his mortal coil and ascended. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
It was truly magical.
Go ahead and roll a deception check for me.
Yeehaw.
Mortal Coil was a good
It's a good touch.
good touch.
Nice
All
flavor.
right.
Nice spice.
Good spice. Good spice.
Good
And
bite.
deception.
Good bite.
24.
Oh, DC 30.
With my luck, yes.
It was DC 17.
Ooh.
Sweaty brow.
A little look behind the mirror.
And Garflpax just kind of jaw dropping a little bit says, I can't believe it. I could have sworn it would have taken longer. Very well. Guards, we're going to have to go outside and make an announcement. Please, everyone, come. And he starts heading out of the cave.
I elbow Leo in the ribs like, the feast. Tell them about the feast.
Oh! He did say, because he was very torn up about leaving you people. Yeah, he said we're gonna have a big old feast. He wants you guys to celebrate his life. And now, further on life.
Excellent. Are we still to, continue the mission, gathering tech in his honor?
No! I mean, you can't give it to him. He's gone.
Yes, but as a means of worship.
No, I mean, you could worship him on your own time, but I don't think you need any more tech. Basically, he just had to go home.
Roll another deception check with advantage.
Ooh.
Alright, base 17 so far. Alright, let's add my plus 6. So it would be 23?
He kind of nods and says, Of course. Why, I will go make the announcement about the feast right now. Come.
Oh, thank God it went well. I'm so hungry.
So you start making your way out of the cavern system, and you can see several of the goblins and kobolds making their way around, just kind of milling about throughout their day. You still see all of the hovels, the wall, the altar where there are a few kobolds currently sitting or kneeling down in front of it. And as you exit, Garflpax claps his hands, and two of the soldiers next to him pull out these horns and they just blow it, and it goes boom, and all of the kobolds and goblins turn towards you as you are exiting. And Garflpax says, Everyone, I have an announcement to make. But before he can make it, off in the distance you can see 6 dots flying towards the camp.
What?
And as they get closer and closer, you can see that there are 6 bat-riding kobolds making their way back to the camp. And Garflpax just waits for a moment for all of them to land. And as they do, the lead one, who you recognize from your fight with the kobolds earlier with the scar across his face, dismounts and makes his way over to Garflpax. You can see that there is a large bag strapped to the side of each one of these bats. And Garflpax says, Wonderful, Fiend. Our great and powerful obelisk has ascended, and we will no longer be needing any more tech. Isn't that wonderful? Now we can expect our prosperity to truly begin as the obelisk has ascended.
Actually, hold on a second right here. I know this guy, Garflpax.
You do?
I do. On our way to go deliver this piece of tech to you, this guy tried to murder us all.
That's so good.
This guy almost prevented the obelisk from ascending.
Leo, do you know what you're doing?
Go along with it.
Artemis
Has-
watches in horror.
Oh, grinning ear to ear. Oh.
Fiend just clasps his hand down towards his bow, which is strapped towards his back, and he looks at all of you and says, "Yes, I remember you all. You killed several of our members. And as for preventing the obelisk from ascending, we would have had the piece of tech that you had, and he would have ascended anyway, and there would have been a lot less loss of life. And Garflpax, are you serious? We have just come back from a raid. Are you saying we can't do anything with this tech?" And Garflpax says, "The obelisk works in mysterious ways, Beard." And Beard just goes, "No. I think we should keep collecting tech. That's how we make prosperity come, not waiting for the obelisk's ascended self to help us. We have to help ourselves, as we always have. We can finally get out of these hovels that the obelisk has had us living in this entire time. We can stop living under its feet. We can make ourselves powerful, Garflpax. Don't you see?"
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
Join me, Garflpax.
Neither can I.
You
The obelisk
son of a
wants us
bitch.
to stop raiding. That is what his final wishes were before he ascended. And what has the obelisk ever done for us? We've risked our lives time and time again for these raids. I lost several good kobolds yesterday to these lot, and now you're willing to let them go. These are our family. These 5, they are nothing. What are you all doing as this conversation is
We
happening?
have all left. No, I just like.
I don't know if you can leave
No,
without being noticed.
I
since-
just,
No.
it just like would have been funny to have us all just shuffle out while they're like,
Leo's still there, doesn't realize.
yeah, Leo's doing a good job. I think. I mean, they attacked us, so
There's a face you make when you're at your friend's sleepover and their parents are fighting like aggressively.
Yeah.
And you don't know you're making it, but that's what Barnabas is doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Artemis is very much in line with that just uncomfortable, but maybe a little bit more horrified.
So, where are we specifically? Garflpax is in front of us? How far in front of us?
So you guys have just come out of the cave area, which is towards the southeastern side of the encampment. You guys are more towards the center of the camp at this point. I think you've come out as Garflpax was about to make his announcement. And Beard is right up in Garflpax's face. His bat is probably about 30 feet behind him or so, and all of the other bat riders have yet to dismount. You can, looking around as well, I should say this, a lot of the other members of this camp also don't really know what to do. The only ones who seem somewhat ready to go are the Bat Riders. They are fully on board with Beard and are following him to a fault. Some of the other ones seem like it could go either way. They're not really sure what to do.
We better do something quick. I think we're gonna have a military coup.
I like the visual of that, of Hesk having seen the most combat. So, well, I don't know about Leo, but at least for Barnabus and for Snøfrid, they haven't really seen an entire amount of combat. I don't know for Artemis how much combat they've seen.
She knows how to fight, but that's about it.
Hesk has been in a lot of fights. My hand is fully rested on my weapon. I don't know if Hesk has drawn it yet, but if you all were to look at Hesk, you see that his legs are absolutely tense, and he is ready to jump at basically a moment's notice to attack this guy.
That's my big boy right there.
but will leave the talking to you guys. He's ready to throw himself directly into the fight. So essentially, the moment they make a move, I'd like to have that as a prepared action to at least get in their face.
You are ready for whatever is yet to come. Anyone else?
You said that Fearnd had readied his hand on his bow?
Yes. The bag, that aforementioned bag, is attached to his bat, which was carrying possibly a bunch more tech.
All right, I will also kind of slowly position myself for it. I was like, all right, let's talk a bit. You did this for the service of the obelisk, right?
I did this for the service of our people. The obelisk couldn't care less about us.
But you give the technology to the obelisk.
And he just kind of glares at Garflpax.
Ah.
Hesk will mutter out then, and he'll just be like,
You should have more faith in your god. I do. And has made me very strong. And my
He
people.
is not our god.
Then you are lost. And this village is better off without you.
Are you gonna kill him?
This village wouldn't survive without me.
as Hesk says that, and as he says that, he draws his great sword. He's not pointing it at him, but it is resting at his side.
He draws his bow fully. Are you threatening us?
Goblin fries!
Garflpax, are you going to let them threaten us?
Goblin
Oh, no,
fries!
no. We're not threatening anyone here. Well, we're not threatening you guys. We're having a talk.
Goblin fries! Goblin fries! Goblin fries! What? And we didn't say out loud what our code word was going to be, but I figured it would be goblin fries.
Yeah.
It was not stated. There is no word.
All right. Roll insight as to why Barnabus would be screaming goblin fries.
Barnabus, are you hungry? I have some spare rations.
I am hungry, but we never settled on a code word, and I needed a code word.
Oh, code word!
You can see at this point, after you have drawn your sword, a lot of the kobolds on the wall draw their bows as well. Most of them. As all these goblins on the walls start drawing their bows, and Fearnd is calling to Garflpax that you all are threatening them, Garflpax steps in again and says, "Fearnd!" And he looks at you, Hesk, with your weapon drawn. "I'm sure they're not dumb enough to threaten all of us in our own encampment."
Exactly. Come on.
And he just looks at you to put away your sword, Hesk.
Hesk looks down at him and, growling, puts away his sword.
See? There isn't need to fight. We need to celebrate. We have just had the obelisk ascend. As I said before, this means that we will prosper. You just need to be patient, Fearnd. I've been patient. For far too long, we need to act for ourselves. Fearnd, you brought up the death of our kind. We don't need to have any more of it today. And he looks at all of you, all of the archers on the walls, and you can see several women and children as well in the hovels. And then he looks back to his bat riders and just nods. And they all slightly relax. The bats sort of sit down. They were kind of perched up, ready to take off into the skies and start raining down arrows upon all of you. And Garflpax says, Good. See? This isn't that good. And then Fearnd, with a dagger in the back of Garflpax's neck, going right through the TV. And Garflpax just instantly coughs up blood, which appears just on the inside of the screen, and you can just see it slowly running down. And he collapses. And instantly, the 5 bat riders take off into the sky as Fearnd turns to you all and says, I think you've all made a mistake coming here. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh.
So I rolled a 13, so that's 26.
26 for Leo. Awesome.
Wow.
Alert
Wow.
feet.
I got a 15.
14.
My hubris has come back to bite me, and I got a 7.
Oh no. I got a 2.
Wait, don't you have dex?
I have +1 to dex.
So, before we even jump into initiative here, we have Hesk's ready to action.
Which was just simply to move up.
Yeah, that is going to be Leo at the top of the order, round 1.
Cool. I'm going to glance over to the Bat Riders
Yep.
and use my free action to say, does he speak for all of you?
They seem to be ready to take off already.
Oh, they haven't yet.
Oh, they have
No,
a
they are just about to because the surprise attack happened and they haven't gotten a chance to go yet.
Oh, okay. So I'll turn to most of the audience that's gathered at this point. Does he speak for you guys?
Most of the kobolds here are just in shock at Garflpax dying. There are probably about 3 guards who came out with you from the cave, and they seem to be ready to rush towards Garflpax's aid. They seem loyal to him as opposed to Fearned.
Good. I will make a push attack.
A shove attack. I got a 17.
I rolled an 18.
All right. He has -2 to strength, so you are lucky because he rolled a 19 on the die.
That is incredibly lucky.
All right, so you shove him. Does that knock him prone, or does it just push him away from you?
I would like to be prone. Well, I would like him to be prone.
I would like to be prone. I lay down.
Okay, if you want to go prone, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, though. Man, if only that was a cunning action. That would be sick.
You guys fight. I'm gonna take a nap.
All right, so you rush up and just shoulder, or maybe headbutt.
Let's say headbutt.
Sure, you rush up
Yeah.
and headbutt Fearned as the dagger is still in the back of Garflpax's neck and just knock him over, and he falls to the ground, the dagger sort of clattering next to him. Pretty much right next to Garflpax, who he has just stabbed. And he goes next. He is going to stand up and disengage, rushing back towards his bat. He is going to mount onto it, and then the bat will take off.
Oh,
Lame.
I did not realize he was next. It makes sense because he's the leader.
Yeah, he did roll a 19 on his initiative. He is now 60 feet up. That's actually going to be the other kobold guards who are going to rush to Garflpax's aid. They're all just going to move forward towards him and form a defensive perimeter around him. Spears drawn, ready to attack anybody. One of them is down on one knee, checking to see if he's still alive. He seems to be alive at the moment, but he is choking on his own blood. One of them is trying to administer some first aid, but it is not currently going very well. That brings us to Artemis.
I think I would like to start with, and I think I have this as an option. Let me just double check. Yes, I can. I want to healing word Garflpax.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
TV friend. TV
All right, you
friend.
cast Healing Word, and a burst of healing energy rushes through Garflpax. The wound on the back of his neck slowly starts to heal up. It's a little hard to see his face with the amount of blood that's covered the screen of the TV at this point, but his breathing stabilizes.
Yeah.
My healing. Oh, I came to the roll was 6
6 health. Okay.
specifically.
Hey, that's like max health for a kobold. That's pretty good.
Yeah. My healing word, I guess, would be stay, but the full phrase is stay with us, Garflpax. Stay with us. I'm like, do I just shillelagh this situation? Or do I just go ape mode on him for hurting my friend?
You have a strong feeling most of the bats are going to take off.
Yeah, I know, and I'm thinking, like, apes can throw rocks.
What if you did like Thorn Whip to try and like snag one of the bats?
That's a good idea,
That's-
too, actually.
You could pull.
Seth,
yeah.
you are a brilliant boy.
Yeah, because I can...
Thank you.
The one that's taking off, I can pull it down, right?
It is already taken off.
I mean, I brought my moon shoes today, so...
Oh, sick!
Well, then definitely.
Thematic.
All right, I just
Yep.
pick the closest one. I'm gonna start with.
Star Whip. All right.
It's a thorn whip, but flavored. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's a 22. That's the math I just did.
Yeah,
hit.
22 hits. Sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay, cool. All right, and then my damage is a whopping 4.
4
and it's dead.
And then yes, I can pull the creature 10 feet closer to me. So
Yes. So you whip out your stream of stars. It wraps around this kobold's arm, yanking him off the back of the bat and kind of dragging him forward closer towards you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It is their turns now, and the remaining 4 riders all take off. that are still on their bats. They all fly up towards Fearnd, about 60 feet up, and they are all going to shoot down their firework arrows towards you. First one is going to shoot at Leo, a 15 to hit.
Be careful.
1 past my AC.
So that is going to be 8 piercing damage. And then I need Leo, Hesk, and Garflpax to all make dexterity saving throws as the arrow explodes.
Oh, why's it gotta be dexterity?
Why does it gotta be Garflpax? Dang.
Garflpax got a nat 20.
Dope!
So good for him.
Yeah.
Good for Garflpax.
Boy, live!
That's an 18 for my save.
18 is a success.
10.
10 is a success.
Yay!
You-
Thank goodness
you did
for
it.
low-level encounters.
So, for everyone who succeeded, that is going to be 3 points of fire damage.
I can handle that.
All right, the next one is going to fire an arrow down at Hesk. That is most certainly going to miss Hesk with a 6.
With your best shot. Nope.
Another one is going to shoot at Hesk. That's a 20 to hit.
Oh, come on. If it hits.
For the first attack, I need Leo, Hesk, and Artemis to all make dexterity saving throws for the fire.
Okay.
18. Woohoo!
That succeeds.
Ooh, you're
Thanks,
awfully
son.
nimble today.
Oh.
My die is a high roller. I rolled a 19 plus 2. 21.
Success.
I just rolled a 19.
All right, so you're all going to take 2 fire damage from that arrow.
Ow.
That is going... So the other one actually hit you. That is going to deal 8 piercing damage. And then I need everyone to... Those 3 people to make dexterity saving throws again. Leo, Hesk, and Artemis.
Natural 20, baby.
All right,
For
you
a
succeed.
19.
Come on.
Man.
Gary needs a new pair of shoes.
Ace.
Not as good that time.
Yeah.
A 7.
A 7 fails.
It's because I said something.
What'd you get, Leo?
Base 18 plus,
Yeah, you're
6.
fine. This one deals 9 fire damage total, so everyone, because the only one who failed is resistant, is going to take 4 fire damage.
Ha!
Ow. Wow, that was a
And
bunch
then
of
there
damage.
is one more Bat Rider up there,
Oh my
and
goodness.
they are going to shoot an arrow at Artemis.
Wow, rude.
That is probably going to miss, though, with an 8.
Yeah,
So I
sure
need-
does.
I need Hesk and Artemis to make dexterity saving throws.
Stop this. 18 again. Oh my god, Hesk is so nimble.
You're using all of your dex rolls just for this.
Yep.
That's a 4? That's a 4.
Okay, a 4 is a failure.
Kiss my
So the
die.
2 of you are both taking half for 5 fire damage this time. The other one who's on the ground is going to draw his spear, stand up, and move over towards Artemis, and is going to try and stab Artemis with their spear.
Wow.
That is going to be a 12 to hit, though, which I think misses.
Also misses. Ha!
All right, that is all of the riders' turns. Hesk,
Alright.
there's one on the ground.
I see there's one on the ground, but Hesk also looks at that bat without a rider. And
Ooh.
Hesk is gonna move forward about the bat.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Like at a 15.
Oh my
Gonna
god,
do
that's so
it.
cool.
15.
Come on, baby. Come on.
So you start approaching the bat, and it is like backing away, snarling at you, and you snarl back,
Yes.
and it just stops.
I love it. Okay.
And you mount the bat. You are going to need him to make a check to try and tell it where to go.
Okay, I only have a +2 to animal handling, so the rest of this is probably gonna go very poorly.
Nah, don't be silly.
13.
With a 13, what are you trying to tell it to do?
I'm trying to just get it to go up and at Fearn.
Okay, it goes up, but you're not going to be super close to Feared.
Okay then.
You get up with maybe part of the other pack, but Fearn is a little bit further off.
Am I within melee of anybody?
Yes, but you use your action to...
Oh yeah, but I have Jaws as a bonus action.
All right, cool.
So he just goes straight up and like the poster in Jaws just opens up his mouth and just clamps onto the bottom of a bat. But that's also
Alright.
going to give me bonus hit points. 19 to hit. I assume that hits.
A 19 definitely hits. Yeah, are you attacking the bat or are you attacking the rider?
I'm going to go after the rider, yeah. And I rolled minimum. 5 points of damage.
So you bite at one of these riders and you just bite into his arm and rip some of the flesh away. And he just screams in pain. Going to go ahead and bring us to Snøfrid.
So, seeing that Garflpax has been healed, I'm so sad that I didn't get to go earlier because I could have halved all of the bat's speed.
Ooh, that would have been nice.
But instead, Snøfrid will shout to her friends and say, "This is not our fight. Let us leave and avoid even more death." I will bonus action activate my mana engine, start chugging along. And I will action twist my code sphere and cast a steam vent, unleashing a 20-foot obscuring cloud of fog.
Ooh.
Which technically happens after Hesk's turn, but I like, because combat sort of is simultaneous, I like the image of the steam comes and then, Hesk with his blind sight approaches the bat, and then out of the cloud, behind him,
Very nice.
rises on the bat.
I love that.
So anyway, I'm giving everybody on the ground, Garflpax and all his guards and us, I'm giving us all cover. So I'm not concerned. I just don't want them to target us with arrows anymore.
Gotcha.
You have
cool.
doomed Hesk by doing that. They're all gonna attack me now.
You don't know that. I'll mention to Barnabus and I'll say, "Barnabus, your fire. Hesk's exit plan, perhaps?" And that's when I rush out of the cloud. So everyone else is still in the fog cloud, but I'm 30 feet out.
But you're outside.
I'm heading for the gates.
You rush out of the cloud. Once again, the same imagery we saw on the docks before with the clouds parting as Snøfrid rushes through and then just closing back up around everybody else. All right, Barnabus.
They run off before I could get a ride. Got all those legs. Firebolt!
All right, you rush out of the fog cloud. Once again, it's sort of parting for you, and knowing where the gate is and knowing where Hesk has placed this cache of explosive arrows, you flick your wrist and fire the firebolt outwards towards the gate, and it sparks. And then there's just this massive explosion. There's splinters of the mechanism used to open it as the gates explode outwards, opening up. You can see the guards on the gates, who were very much just invested in the fight going on, now start standing at attention, seeing how they were almost exploded as well, and they start drawing their bows. And with that ends round 1. Garflpax is alive, surrounded by a fog cloud and his guard. Hesk is up in the air on a bat with pretty much the extent of the bat riders all around him.
Hey, look, cool way to die, right?
Snøfrid and Barnabus rushing towards the exit with Artemis in melee combat with one of these kobolds. Neither of them can see each other at this point due to the fog cloud, and Leo also inside this fog cloud. And that's where we're going to end the session.
I love that. Just everyone's zero action, and Leo is also there.
Is there?
No, the description was worrying to me. I didn't want it to end.
Without further ado, does anyone have anything they'd like to plug?
Let's plug my Twitch, as always. Twitch.tv/Majora's Rose. That's me. Yeah.
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 I'm TINTENSEHER on YouTube, Twitch. I'm also on itch.io. I've published some short RPGs there recently, if you're interested in giving those a look.
Ooh.
Awesome.
If you're listening to the show on Apple Podcasts, make sure to leave us a review and give us a rating. If you want to reach out on social media, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
If you'd like to see me in anything live action, go check out Blue Hundreds on YouTube. It is a short little part of what could be a movie that I did with my friend Andre. It's great. I play a detective in it. It's very dramatic. So go check that out.
Ooh.
Fun.
That's it.
Some
There's
intense
no one
stuff.
else.
I've seen stills.
No one else.
Spicy.
Yeah, they
It's
look
very
great.
spicy.
I'm gonna give a shout out to our buddy Jake. It's just a cool
Yeah, our
dude.
biggest fan, Jake.
Our biggest fan, Jake.
Yeah,
Hi, buddy.
Jake.
Jake. I'm
Thanks
sorry.
for listening, bud.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have been there, but I wasn't.
I'm only allowing Sky to talk because he mentioned Jake. And that's all right with me.
All right, without further ado, we'll see you in court next week.
Bye.
See ya.